after Cleveland State announced it's cutting 3 NCAA sports programs. Thanks for joining us. I'm Tara Morgan in for Katie Usen.
And I'm David Maloney. Wrestling, women's golf, and softball are now gone. Leaders blame budget shortfalls across the university, but the coaches and players say that they received little notice that this change was going to happen. News 5's Maya Lockett sat down with some student athletes to talk about the impact on their lives.
Determining the next steps is the main priority for some Cleveland State student athletes.
There's a million emotions going through my head. Really, I didn't see this coming.
Sophomore Ruben Lorenzana has been wrestling since he was 5 years old, working hard to break national high school records and making sure his last name was one to remember.
Growing up, I lost my mom when I was 9 months old and my dad when I was 14. And I knew I wanted to do something in my life that allowed me to carry on a legacy that my family could be proud of.
For junior Joey Lyons, the sport helped him build character.
The perseverance and the grit and the toughness and all the different values that'll carry us so much further in life and add value to the community and the surrounding area.
Together, the 38 men were able to build a brotherhood. But with the announcement that CSU will cut wrestling along with women's golf and softball, these teams' bonds are at risk.
And we've grown an incredibly strong bond from it. And not only do we do these things on the mat, but we also take care of each other off the mat.
After this season, the group will have to split up, forcing some students to apply to different schools.
My grandma and grandpa raised me, and they're older, and part of the reason I picked this school is so I could be close to them, and just for me having to move maybe even farther away from them is definitely something I really don't want to do.
The school's decision is also impacting future students like high school senior Penelope Zoldak, who is interested in playing softball in college.
I am looking at different options now, and I believe since I have been playing since I was 8, it's a really big deal breaker.
The wrestling team is hoping the National Wrestling Coaches Association will be able to help push back on the school's decision and get the sport reinstated. I did attempt to reach out to CSU for comment, but have not yet heard back. Maya Lockett, News 5.
CSU stated student athletes who are impacted will retain their athletic financial aid as they continue as CSU students. We should note that the prospective student athlete we spoke with is related to a News 5 employee.